I just want to. The worst thing you sent. You sent some. Can you identify anything in the background of the pictures? Are there,
No.
no diploma on the wall or anything like that where they'd be able to?
No.
Okay, so you didn't send anything like that. You sent what, like one dick pic, 2 dick pics?
A couple dick pics with mine. Stuff where it couldn't even really be identified per se as my body, now that I think of it. Definitely didn't tell her what state I was in, didn't get my phone number, didn't get my address.
Okay.
So I got that going
and
for
no
me.
No tattoos, no face, no nothing like that, right?
I did send her one face pic. She wanted to see my O face.
Oh,
fuck. Yeah.
I mean, dude, that was like the first thing I said.
What?
Don't send a face picture. You can't do that.
She already knows what I look like. She's seen my
Yeah,
video.
well, that's one thing. But now, I mean, you have to remember, dude, my whole thing is built on receipts.
Yeah.
If this person is able to show receipts of this conversation and your face is in there, that's irrefutable. That's not someone pretending to be you or someone creating. And it's not the picture from your profile, right?
No. I'm fucking finished, dude. And you know what? That was what she kept pushing for, and as soon as she got it, boom.
So all this happened. When was this going on? Because you didn't mention any of that she was pushing for, really pushing for face stuff. And I wish you would have said something about that. That picture changes everything.
I thought that was nothing. I thought that was nothing compared to the fucking dick pic.
Well, a dick is a dick. How do you prove that that's your dick? But your dick being above your face in the same conversation.
It's over for me, Wes, isn't it?
I mean, how do you define over?
I don't know. I mean, this person, God, I hope it's not a group of people. This person has just got such a fucking vendetta. Unlimited time. Keeps popping up. New account. YouTube doesn't block fucking IPs, but blocking a million accounts does nothing. 2 seconds later, Vince or whoever the fuck comes back with another stupid one. Now they're coming after me on Twitter. What next? Discord? Where will I go? What can I even do?
Well,
where will they post my info?
What is
this?
And that's the problem. I mean, I know from the multiple times I've been threatened for using receipts. I mean, there's no expectation of privacy in a two-way conversation. So yeah, they can be shared. Luckily, your penis can't, though. That would be considered like revenge porn.
Cool.
Well, what I'm saying is, like on YouTube, they wouldn't be able to do that. Would they be able to send it to other people as a warning? That's not considered revenge porn.
Oh, great. What the fuck am I gonna do?
Because Muse sent my dick to lots of people, and that was not an issue because she said that she was trying to warn people because I was a trafficker. But if she would have put it in that video or showed it during that stream, then I would have been able to get her for a revenge porn. It has to be done with malicious intent to like embarrass or harm. Oh, I wish you would have. I wish you would have mentioned that she was pushing. I mean, if I would have known she was pushing for, what she just kept saying, "I want a picture of your face."
Yeah.
And
that's what she kept saying.
That didn't seem weird to you?
No, the dick seemed far more. I'm like, it'll be me with a silly expression on
I mean,
my
we
face.
have
Who
this.
cares?
We have the same conversation beforehand, though, don't show your face because a dick is a dick, and you can always say, that's not my dick.
Good advice.
That's not my
How about
dick.
just don't show your
Prove,
dick, man?
like, you prove that's my
Right,
dick.
yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
what a real
I
friend
got,
would say.
yeah. Wow. I was thinking so of what was intimate and what was private.
No,
I absolutely
you also,
did not get
yeah,
that.
you also don't want to send that to where, you know, think of the TCAP stuff. They would ask them for a cheeseburger in the same conversation where they're talking about sex so they can prove it was the same person. So they can't later say, that wasn't me. Oh, but you happen to show up with a cheeseburger, or you happen to bring Mike's Hard Lemonade. That's why they would ask for something like that. So if you're being asked for a very, well, she just said, I want a picture of your face, like, you know, send me a smiling selfie, or was she more specific?
She said specifically, I want to see your O face. And actually at one point she says, I want to see video. I'm like, you're not giving me video. I'm definitely not. She wanted a video of fucking me jacking off and my face. I did so.
Wait, so you were jacking off?
No, not on camera.
No, I'm saying you sent her
Not on
pictures of you.
camera.
What pictures did you send? Because you left out the face thing in the beginning.
Okay.
What pictures? Be honest. What did you send her?
Yeah. A couple pictures of me, a couple pictures of my dick before and after jerking off.
Ew.
A pic of my legs
Who would want to see
and
that?
a pic of my face. I think that's everything.
Like, that's not even sexy. Well, unless... Oh, shit.
I mean, if it wasn't for the face, I think you'd be fine. But with that face in there, and I mean, I'm looking at what she, do I still call her she? I don't even know at this point.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what she wrote, and I need to tell you something. There are a lot of women in the TCAP community that are broken and suffered sexual assault in their past. I know that's true. This isn't the community.
I've heard those words from somewhere at some time. I don't remember who or when or what the circumstance was. But yeah, go ahead.
This isn't the community to prey upon women and flirt with them. I mean, so when you see what she wrote, do you think that maybe any of that's true?
To be 100% honest,
yeah.
To be 100% honest, Wes, man to man, I don't prey on music.
Not praying. Do you think maybe some people are seeing the flirting as too much in this community?
I don't think.
Has anyone said anything to you? Well, the only thing I can think of is the response to that one video. I don't remember which one it was. Which one was it?
Mm-hmm.
You did it with mini syllables or kelpie. I can't remember.
Kelpie, yeah.
And I remember the reaction of that was pretty polarizing.
Mm. Yeah, that was the one that had the most amount of thumbs down.
Yeah.
Although I don't believe there was any actual complaints.
He's so dumb.
Well, I mean, the thumbs down would probably be the complaint. People wouldn't want to leave a comment where you could identify that they were unhappy with it, you know?
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah,
I was just chalking up to the theory that the Cornville Mafia had finally found me.
What the hell's a Cornville Mafia?
That's only a theory.
I mean...
Is that still around? Because I want to talk to
don't see that happening.
Don't fucking lick my balls.
I don't know. I didn't think Vince was going to find me, and here we are.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, in your mind, is this person really upset about what you're doing, or is this just an excuse?
I would say this. So, I will credit myself with being very good at noticing people's reactions. I do flirt a lot with all the women. If someone is not into it, I stop. I notice carefully their reaction. First of all, because I don't want to even bother, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody like, obviously, I'm very good friends with Kelpil. Rode is someone who's very reciprocative, whatever the fuck that word is.
What?
And, yeah. Reciprocative, whatever. Reciprocate.
Receptive? Someone who's
Receptive
receptive?
and someone who,
Or reciprocate?
someone who reciprocates, in other words, gives it back.
I know what reciprocates. Yeah, I do reciprocal mailings every day for work.
Well, there you go. I just couldn't quite say
there you
the
go.
word.
Yeah, so you're
That's
looking
just
for
like
the.
Lorne.
So you're. So as far as you know, all the women that you flirt with are
Well, there you
receptive
go.
to it and they're fine with it and they return it back.
Yes.
So then.
Yes.
So then.
I paid very
I don't
close
even know how to
attention that
flirt.
shit. I pride myself on
If
that.
I flirted with somebody, I'd
I'm not
probably
interested
get
for
charged with
a few different
aggravated
reasons.
stalking.
So then
I don't want anyone to be uncomfortable.
So I don't
So
even.
then in your mind, this
Whenever
is
I talk to a cute
more than
girl, I just
just a bullshit excuse.
ran away
from you.
giggling.
It really sounds, I mean, when I tell you I'm shaking and I'm worried and stuff,
But,
I don't believe the quote-unquote accusation. That is,
oh, you got over the other side.
that's somebody who's,
Whatever.
elevator doesn't go to the top floor.
Someone who's searching for a
No.
reason.
Yes. Yes. And, I don't know, dude. I mean,
So what's
first of all,
your
just seeing a dick there is unnerving enough. But
what's that?
then seeing the dick there was unnerving enough. That was enough. But then accusations, now I'm going to do all this thing and ruin your reputation. Like, what do I try to do? I mean, I try to make people laugh. I want to make people laugh, and I enjoy flirting. And money would be great. But that's it.
I
have
enjoy
no
people
fucking
laughing,
weird
flirting.
ass,
What the fuck does that even mean?
So
you want to be a
desires.
sexy
I have
clown?
no evil. I'm uncomplicated in that way. I like to entertain. I think like you like to be creative and come up with good quality stuff.
What?
That's it.
What the fuck?
And I love it. I love the attention. I've made amazing friends. I had incredible conversations, you being one of them, of people telling me like what my content means and how much they enjoy my content. And they think well of me as a person. So I don't want to lose that shit, but fuck.
Well, I mean, so that's what I'm saying. What is your move, though? Do you, are you gonna do what I was gonna do on New Year's Eve and pack it in and be done, or do you just go forward and say fuck it?
I can do the internet a favor.
I mean, it's already out there now. So, right? I mean, whoever she or Vince or whoever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Has your dick pics and face pic and how bad was the conversation?
I mean, you told me you're also into BDSM. It was pretty much just regular
What's
stuff.
BDSM?
I like to be called master. I like to be served. I'm dominant. Da, 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 da.
Are you a dom? Are you actually familiar with BDSM and
BDSM is?
Yeah. I've been a dom/master for years now.
What?
Really? So I mean, like when I say you're actually like you studied and like the whole contracts and
contracts.
I won't say I studied. I don't know Gorian rules or anything, and that way I guess I'm more of a freelance.
What kind of language is that? Where's my keyboard?
Okay. But yes, I absolutely have women who have called themselves my slave and are masters and obey. And
you're not. That wouldn't be a dom. That's a master. So you're more master slave, not dom. So
it's like fuck. Stop calling me that.
Yeah, I guess you could say.
Okay.
I think I kicked her out of my house after that.
Like I said, I've never studied any rules, and
daddy.
I know I have met subs in the past who it's like, here's the gigantic book of rules, and I'm like, I'm not interested in all these fucking rules.
Oh well,
but I know for some other people that's their thing.
With the sub, the whole thing with the sub is that it's not just about being the submissive.
That's messed up, man.
It's what the dom brings to the table. Because the submission is earned.
Imagine Wes Motes in the gimp suit.
The master title and the dom title. I mean, you know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but those are earned over time. So yeah, there like with my there was like a four page Google Doc of like a rules / contract because it's a partnership.
You gotta protect yourself.
Well, and that's the other thing. Like with Muse, and the reason why her ex didn't go to jail for domestic violence is because they had a contract, and When you're, it's not domestic violence if you're agreeing to be beat and asking for it if you don't do A, B, and C. But I mean, to get back to your thing, what is your plan? I mean, what do you do? Do you preemptively strike and you let people know that, look, this happened and you might hear this, but let me tell my side, or do you just...
What a good question. So when this first happened, half an hour ago, whatever the fuck it was, I'm like, that's it, I'm quitting, I'm done, everything's nuked, I want to go back to being a private citizen, sensitive introvert, I don't want to deal with any of this drama, I hate it. And then I was a little bit more like, all right, let me talk to people, let me get this out, let me get some cooler heads. And that makes me feel a little better. I do still feel shell-shocked. I do feel like
shell-shocked? What the fuck? He just got caught
liking
little girls.
Freak out if I go to anybody's stream.
Right?
You know, I feel like now I have to have like one eye open.
Well, I mean, little
girls' Instagrams or something.
I'm just honestly with the dick and face pic out there. I completely. If it were me, I probably would. You know, at least take a. Me personally, I would take a break.
This son of a bitch.
And because like with the Vince thing, that was something he was making up, and I had proof that it was a lie. All of it was a lie, and so I was able to do that. But I don't know how to combat pictures of my dick and face. And I really don't. I don't know what to do in that situation. I don't really know.
Well, that's not words I was hoping to hear from you.
Well, I don't. I'm not experienced with this kind of thing. I mean, you know, when Muse is showing off my dick pic, we were in a, you know, quote unquote, in the early stages of what could have been a relationship, and she wanted to see my dick.
Ew.
And so she saw my dick, and so that's,
she saw your dick and she didn't like it. That's why you don't talk to her anymore. Stupid.
And when she was showing it to people, like they
can laugh at
wanted
it too.
to talk to me. So I never brought it up. You know, she brought it up in a couple of streams, so I talk about it when we're reviewing a stream or whatever. But it wasn't something that I talked. She almost like was trying to threaten me with it, as if she was 16 years old when I sent it to her, and she was gonna put me on blast.
He must have had a really
small dick. I really don't know how to handle that.
Girls don't make fun of nice dicks.
If this person, you know,
girls
if
don't
it's
hate
Vince
dicks.
or whoever, dude, or Vince and his sister, who the fuck knows? But if they do start going and warning people in TCAP, that might cause some, just because it is a community built around, you know, there are a lot of comments in chat, like especially during clobber streams, where people are saying
fuck clobber time, that fucking
bitch, were victimized at a younger age, and so laughing at Lorne or Dan Allen or any of these guys, it to them it's like getting a win against the person that they were vulnerable against before. So if someone's going around and saying, "Oh yeah, this guy's a predator," and let me show you, it could upset some people. It could make people just not want to hear your side. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you want to preemptively strike, or just step back and wait for it to happen and be.
What do you mean by preemptively strike?
Well, because you really have two options. You have two options. You can either ignore it and wait for something to come up, and then you're like, okay, well, yeah, but let me explain my side, or you come out first and say, like, hey, you know, you might hear, and I really don't know, I really don't know how that would work or what you would say, but basically let people know that they may hear or see something about you, and that you were misled, and you just kind of explain that you were misled by a person, and you know, it was all a guise just to like embarrass you or whatever, because then when their video comes out, it cheapens the whole. it cheapens the whole thing. It's the difference between someone apologizing, coming out and saying, hey, back in 2009, I made some racist tweets, and I did blackface, and I'm really sorry, but I really learned my lesson in the past, or having it found out, and then you going, oh, man, I've really learned over these last 3 hours since these were found.
tweets.
And, one of those guys gets canceled, and the other guy gets to keep his, he keeps his job, and people accept that he learned a lesson because he preemptively apologized versus after the fact.
Yeah.
But do you really believe that this person is? I mean, it seems like they're pretty dedicated.
Yeah.
Do you think these people are? Do you think it's the same person?
I pray it's one person. I would hate to think it's a fucking team. And again, that mystifies me because, like I said, I'm nice to everyone. Like in that conversation, I didn't do anything, quote unquote, wrong.
And didn't talk to anybody.
Two consensual adults doing what they wanted to do. But the fact of the person is this kind of like hatred and obsession. I mean, yesterday when Chef, who was my best friend, he knew I wasn't going to be there streaming. He's like, are you in my stream? I'm like, no, I'm in an open mic right now running the sound. I'm going up to the stage pretty soon. He's just like, someone is here, and he sent me that, and it's a person, and the person was actually doing, I mean, it was a very small screen, but doing a decent impression of me. And the fact that he was being sweet to Cat G, who obviously is so sweet and going through shit, and flirting with Rhoda, it was almost worse, Wes, than if he was insulting me and or trying to ruin my rep. It was somehow worse. And Chef banned him, but
what did he say? That was so much like you.
Well, at first, actually, he said, "Oh, Kat, I'm glad to hear things are going better for you. I've been worried." And I'm like, ah. And then Rhoda's got my back, and she goes, my heart belongs to Jordan. I'm like, oh. But Chef said that it was quickly obvious that he wasn't me. Because, again, it was just a quick screenshot. He goes, the guy was trying to flirt, but with him it came off as creepy. He said that the guy just didn't have my charm.
Oh, okay.
Which, to me, strikes me as a very
they sound like they're talking about me.
type of thing.
Yeah.
Because, there is an art to what I do, if I say so myself.
What?
Part of it is very much,
flirting?
Noticing how the girl goes.
It's a master flirter.
With Rhoda, it's always the rose kiss smiley back at me. It's always reciprocated. Even
rose
Scarlett, who is a little bit more, Scarlett gets drunk and then you get to see the real Scarlett, and it is into me.
Yeah.
I don't mind saying that because there are plenty of receipts, to steal your word, on my videos to prove.
Yeah, no, receipts.
I can laugh a little bit.
Receipts.
Receipts. I'm not quite as good with receipts as you are, but I do follow my tracks fairly well. There's room to grow up. But, I am beloved, and I've seen recently, particularly when I reach out to some people, that I am highly esteemed, which touches my heart, really does. But so where I'm at right now is, I'll just say quick. The 3 or 4 thoughts that come to my head is, 1, I trust no one new. All my DMs are fucking closed and locked down, probably never come back. And I am worried about waking up and seeing more shitty comments. Somebody actually created a Joran comedy channel with my profile pic. I'm like, YouTube, step up your game because you're fucking shit.
Well, I mean, there's nothing illegal about that. I mean, look up Tiffany Lockhart. There's multiple channels called Tiffany Lockhart. That's not actually your channel name. It's it's a IP address. If you look at your actual channel URL, that's your channel name. Because you could change your name to something else. You know what I mean? So
you need to know how to block that shit.
And then the picture, and the picture too. they're not going to do anything. I mean, because people have fan accounts and use Chris Hansen's picture.
Yeah.
Here we go about
But like,
Chris
for
Hansen.
instance, I was having a magnificent conversation with this black chick from Cali who seems amazing. And now I'm like, okay, 5 minutes from now, is she going to go, ta-da!
Here's my black dick.
It's my black dick. It's bigger than yours. And you're this terrible person, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to tell everyone, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to be like having one eye open and not feel like I can, like, I don't feel like I can go to a stream now. I'm worried about streaming on my own fucking channel, although the girls did come through for me very nicely.
Well, I mean,
the moderate.
Like I said, I really
fun out of this shit.
I really think you kind of have a choice. You know, are you just either wait,
mm-hmm.
And then wait for it to happen, and then respond, or you know, face just yeah. And it's I don't know how that would look or how that would work. I really don't. I just know that in most cases, you know, when you're dealing with PR, because I did manage PR, along with marketing and with PR, the preemptive strike is always they always want to strike first, so that they get the first word in. Because after you get the first word in, then it's everyone else's it's everyone else's job to. Now they have a narrative that they have to go off of and prove that's wrong.
Yeah.
But once they say something or put something out, then you're trying to defend yourself.
Shit. I don't know, Wes. I can't see myself. This might be the wrong thought. I can't see myself doing a very serious video where I go, "These were the allegations. This is what happened."
Not that if you're saying you can't do it serious, then do it funny. Or don't do it at all. You know, it's really up to you.
I have a feeling I'm either going to not do anything or I'm going to withdraw from YouTube, and I really hate the idea of retreating from YouTube because I've loved it so much. Although I'm very, very glad I did not link my singing channel, which brings me so much happiness. I don't want shit following me there.
Yeah.
I don't want chicks following me there.
I don't know, kid. I am just.
What a stud.
Thank you for talking to me.
Oh, no worries, man.
I mean, you were doxxed. That's a real problem. I know in comparison.
No, I don't know. I was doxxed, but it was my face and my name. I think my dick in my face would be worse.
Oh,
right.
I'm being honest though. Like I would much rather have my name and face doxed than my dick and face, because that means I sense.
Who cares?
That person.
He's only that's when hides his identity because he knows.
And even though it happens, it's just, you know. And then if you're saying was it like bad lighting? Was that the issue, or
he's a mongoloid.
You said it was an unflattering picture.
Oh yeah.
He looks like a mongoloid.
So just shitty lighting. Maybe no one
get it real big. No, it's small.
Oh well, I mean, you sent several, so I'm sure the other ones were fine.
Yeah, I just sent a couple.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, whatever. Everyone has everyone. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really know.
I appreciate what you were trying to do.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say there, dude. But if there's one takeaway, don't send face pics.
Why?
Don't do that.
Unless you're ugly. If
your
you're ugly,
face is on your videos, and that is fine.
If you want to keep lying,
but you can't
don't send a face pic
with a dick pic. You just can't.
And if you have confidence and you get nothing to hide, why not show your face?
No, not. I mean, now if you had gotten on if you had gone on like a Facebook call or Skype or something like that, and had a conversation and saw that this person was real and everything like that, and then she's sending you pictures and then it's a different story. But you can't do that. You can't do that first. And then if they're pushing for one specific thing like that, I mean, that's like what they do to what they do to Lorne. You know.
Wow. I don't know.
He sounds like Chris Chan when he does that.
I don't know.
I just say get some sleep, and hopefully tomorrow it blows over.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right, dude.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, let me know if anything else comes up. I'll let you know if I see any bullshit come my way too.
All right, man. Appreciate it, brother.
No worries.
Sleep. Wow. Bye.
On July 5, 2020, a Google Drive folder was released by whistleblower Mac and Cheese, dedicated to exposing the actions of YouTuber Joran Comedy.
YouTuber.
After initially denying the claims made by Mac and Cheese just 2 days earlier, the evidence was too loud to ignore, and Joran went into damage control mode. The following phone call was recorded on July 5, 2020, when YouTuber Westmost contacted Joran Comedy on Skype, after examining the Google Drive. Westmost said he would no longer support, or work with Joran Comedy, and for Joran to never contact him again. Joran asked if he could call Westmost, and explain his side. This is the first of 5 phone calls from July 6 and July 7, dealing with the Google Drive, the harassment of female TCAP members, and an apology that made waves in the community.
Huh?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, I'm just trying to understand the need for the call. I thought I made myself pretty clear with everything.
Well, I suck at typing, so I decided I would rather call you so I can let you know where my head's at and how things have progressed.
Well, I just want to start off by saying, when you and I talked on Friday, you made it sound like this was all bullshit and it was nothing, and I'm supporting you and I've supported you from the beginning here. And then when I see this stuff come out, this isn't a troll. Vince called me a troll. When I was exposing him for his bullshit, he called me a troll, told everyone beforehand, hey, you're going to hear from this troll, don't believe anything he says. And that's what you did, but you had to have known that some of that, what was being talked about, was accurate. That wasn't bullshit.
I didn't watch the video at all.
Then you need to. You need to, because, that's the same shit that Vince would say. I haven't watched the video. Someone put their time and effort into making a video to show some shit that you've done. And then when they're showing receipts, that's a little fucking girl that you're liking these comments with the genie fetish. That's not okay.
I agree. You're absolutely right.
So then when someone's bringing it up and saying this guy has a problem, I saw the comment on Molly's video. That's someone's fucking daughter. And you're talking about her tits. That's not what the video was about. You're a grown man.
You're absolutely right.
What is this community built on, Joran?
Trust and a safe place. And
making fun of pedophiles and predators. And what is your behavior very much like, Joran?
You mean trafficker?
I went way overboard with the Molly videos.
Not just with that. Why did it take you until now? And this is what I was saying the other night. Are you going to get ahead of this? And you're like, it's nothing. This is all made up. This is all bullshit. But now, 2 days later, now when the receipts come out, you want to go and do the after apology. This is what I was saying, the shit that never fucking works. This isn't new information. This is stuff that you knew was out there. You just hoped wouldn't be found, or maybe you had forgotten about, but some of this shit's really recent. You use Tiffany for your own pleasure, and that's not okay.
Fuck that
And no
bitch.
matter what excuse you come up with, you know that's
Fuck
not
Tiffany.
okay.
Bitch out of here.
Okay, let me see where I want to start here. If you just bear with me. So in the last couple of days, I had a great conversation with Mini Syllables where she started doing kind of a devil's advocate. And I really got to see, she's been awesome. She was nice, but at the same time really helping me see things about my behavior that I wasn't saying. And I'm like, I definitely have to address this stuff. The Tiffany video is down. The one I did after with her in club, the behind the scenes is down. I don't have Tiffany's number. I sent her a long apology on Skype. It's the main way I keep in touch with her. I took down all the comments about Molly, which you are 100% right. I was way, way fucking over the line, and I was out of my goddamn mind. I honestly, and this is the best way I can put it, I honestly thought with the troll, this was just the same person who, I'm not excusing me, and I'm just giving you my mind, just so you know where I'm coming from. When this happened on Twitter, I thought, okay, it's the same person who's been on my streams, trying to get in my head, trying to make me look bad. It probably is Vince.
Trying to fuck with his head.
With this Twitter thing, I thought, you know what? In my recent videos, I've been talking about the difference between alpha and beta males. I may have awakened some basement dweller. Again, it's just my thought process. Who's jealous, wants to take me down a peg. I've seen people
Jordan,
go after
I want to stop you
them.
right there. I want to stop you right there before we go down the Lorne Armstrong rabbit hole up, because this is what this is sounding like to me. Do you believe that any of your behavior is that of an alpha male?
Oh, no.
Any of the behaviors that you've shown when you're debasing these women, you're using them for your own pleasure. You're going around, and it's not innocent flirting. You're treating these women like objects in a community built around sexual predators. That's not an alpha male. That's Lorne Armstrong with internet access. That's how you're behaving. And I don't know what it's going to take for you to realize that, but you need to take a step back from all of this shit and really look at who you are from an outside perspective, because you're talking all this shit about Lorne. All your stuff's about Lorne. Dude, you are Lorne as far as everyone's concerned.
What about you?
That's not how you treat people.
What about you?
You're not coming off like that alpha male pimp. You're coming off like someone with very little experience who is using people, who got in with these people who are kind of well known within the TCAP community, involved them, and then involve them in sketches so that you can fap to it later. Yeah. That's fucked up.
Yeah. Gross.
And then when it was brought up to you on Friday, now whether you want to say you thought the troll and the catfish are the same person, or that doesn't matter. It was made very clear, that last message that they sent you, that was made very, very clear to you what you were doing and what you had been doing. And when I asked you about it, you were like, I can't apologize for something I didn't do. You're not just now finding out about this. So you're telling me you didn't have the self-reflection to look at what that person said, look back at the 2 days prior to what you had done and how you had treated this person.
Okay,
you were very demanding of this person from the very beginning.
Let him squirm.
And treated her or him like an object.
Shitty voice.
So when people see that, and you're warning, oh, it's a catfish, it's a troll, and then they see the other things that you've done, it all makes a really clear picture. What that person did was make me the perfect layout to make a receipt video if I need to.
Shut up.
And I don't want to have to do that. But that's predatory. What you did was predatory.
I'm trying to arrange my thoughts here.
And taking the videos down 2 days later after the fact, when it was made clear, Jordan, what you had done, that's not good enough.
Trying to get my thoughts here.
What I want to hear, Jordan, I want to hear the thoughts that are actually going to make sense, not the excuses, not the other things. I actually want to know what you think and what you're going to do. Because you'll be run out of this community, and you know how this community works. You'll be run out of every community you try and join until you do something about this.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
trying to decide what I want to say first, because you mentioned quite a few points. If you'll bear with me, I would rather just tell you what was going on through my head, whether or not it's stupid. Just so
Jordan, if this is going to be a fucking story about deviled eggs or hot dogs, I'm going to lose my shit. I don't want to hear any explanations about anything. You know what you put out there, and you know what you did.
Hot dogs. What the fuck is that?
What explanation are you going to give me that's going to make me go? Makes total sense that you're on a 9-year-old girl's page in a genie costume liking it, after also fantasizing about drawings of genies and all kinds of other genies and just genie. What explanation can you give me, Lorne? What explanation can you give me that's going to make any fucking sense? The time for explanations is over. Now you need to figure out what you're going to do.
Okay. Well, so far, I've apologized to Tiffany.
This guy's retarded.
I have taken down the video. I've taken down the stuff on Molly's.
He has to be mentally retardation.
I was thinking very, very seriously about doing an apology video. I had already decided.
So you're thinking about it, or you decided? Because those are two different things. You're thinking about doing it, or you decided to do it?
I've made a decision. It's just a matter of exactly what I want the content to be and exactly what the delivery is. It's already in the works.
Well, I mean, when I talked to you about it on Friday, you were talking about making it a joke because you thought it was a joke. But now more stuff is coming out, and it's not a joke now. Yeah. Now it's something serious. And the people who had your back yesterday who were going through this whole thing to figure out who this person was who's trolling you, those people aren't going to have your back. Everyone hates being fooled. And when you have these people fighting on your behalf yesterday, trying to figure out who was trolling you, getting videos taken down, they're going to be pissed. And it wouldn't take any of that stuff other than the little fucking girl in the genie costume. Do you just go and search Aladdin and Magic Lamp and you're just jacking off to everything that comes up?
Yeah, probably.
No.
Nah.
You know it looks like that though, right?
I understand. I absolutely understand. If I talk to you more in depth about the sketch with Tiffany, would that help, or would you rather not even just hear about that?
Yeah. Let me hear about the sketch with Tiffany.
Okay. So the situation with that is, when I started talking to Tiffany, I told her I have 3 sketches. You can pick which one you want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
She said that one.
Okay.
With that sketch, I mean, I hope this doesn't make me sound like an asshole, but it's too late for that. And I say that honestly. It's no sarcasm. I was not, and if you don't believe me, you are very right not to believe me. That was not arousing to me only because my feelings for Tiffany since the beginning have been sisterly.
Jordan.
That's
sisterly.
How it is.
I'm going to stop.
That word right there is very purgatory. Okay. Sisterly. She was just sisterly.
You're going to tell me that this person who you didn't know, you still don't know, who you've talked to a minimal amount, who has a very sexy voice, that you didn't at all sexualize her. Tell me that again. I want to hear it again. Tell me the whole thing from the beginning. Tell me the whole thing from the beginning again.
Should I just switch topics?
No, I want to hear the story again. I'd like to hear it again. Everything about the sketch. I'd like to hear it again.
Okay. So I had contacted Tiffany. We started talking on the phone. I said, I have an idea for 3 sketches. And which one would you like to? You have carte blanche. You choose. She's like, okay, I think the genie one is the most interesting.
Which one did you offer first?
None of them had been written, but I said,
which one did you offer first?
Ideas. I listed them off.
Which one? Jordan, I'm asking a very simple question. When I'm saying which one did you offer first, I'm asking if there was a list, right? Which one was first on the list, Jordan?
I said, well, the first one I started writing already was the one with the genie.
Okay. So now let's flip this around. Now stop. Because, and the reason why I wanted you to tell me again, because I wanted to see if you catch yourself, well, you're trying to put it on Tiffany. Well, I gave her 3 options, and that's the one she chose. But I noticed when we talked on Friday, because you keep information out, you offered her 3. The very first one you offered her was the genie one that you had started writing.
Yeah.
Jordan, if I was offering you 3 sketches and you didn't know me, so you didn't care.
Yeah.
And the first one you would say, I'll just take the first one. So let's not pretend that this is Tiffany's fault or that she's somehow complicit in this.
Am I hip now?
She's completely unwilling.
No, she isn't. Absolutely not.
So
So
why would it be included in the excuse, Jordan? You want to share the blame with Tiffany. Well, she chose that one. I gave her 3 options.
No.
Jordan, there would be no other reason to bring that up other than to share blame with Tiffany. She's blameless in this. All she tried to do was help out a new person who no one knew.
Yeah.
Out with their content, and that's what you did to her.
And
whether you say that's not the case or not, no one is going to believe you.
Yeah.
I mean, your sketch is so close to the sex talk you had with the catfish that it might as well be the same thing. What's the explanation for the little girl?
I do search very skinny things on Instagram, and I hit the like button on everything. I have never, and I don't expect you to believe me at this point, I've never pleasured myself to anyone who was an adult. Ever.
Ever.
Never, ever, ever. Hey, Jordan, you watch TCAP, obviously. Do you not understand how much this sounds like a conversation that you'd be having with Chris Hansen? I'm being serious. I never would have done this. Yeah, I just liked Lorne said that he talked to every girl in the chat room. Every girl he went and said hi to.
He said this too, didn't he, Wes? He's like, yeah, I would never. Fucking idiot.
I fail to see what explanation you can give for anything. I mean, like I said, what needs to be done is a public apology where you need to own it.
Yeah. Because
it looks like this person has a lot more shit on you than you're prepared to deal with. They're deep diving. And if you leave anything out, then they're just going to keep coming up with shit. And the fact that you and I talked not 2 nights ago and you made it sound like it was nothing. There was nothing going on. You knew. You knew what you had done to Tiffany, and you still kept that video up. You didn't think it would be connected. You didn't think it would be connected back?
Oh. I'm stupid.
And it really irritates me that when I talk to you about trying to get ahead of this, trying to get something out, because I was on your side. I had your back. You're like, well, should I make it a joke? Is this a fucking joke, Jordan? Do you think that little girl's parents, if they saw all the genie shit that you're liking and then they saw that you're liking, do you think they would think it was a joke?
No, absolutely
What about
not.
your job? Would they think it was a joke?
No.
Because you know that's how shit goes now. People don't just stop at making you leave YouTube. They find out where you work, they find out where you live, and they make it known. It's predatory. And people try to warn people about predators.
Yeah.
That's what my entire channel has become, against my wishes. And then I'm promoting you, and I'm telling people to sub to your channel, and you're preying on women. It's great to have women hit on you and flirt with you on Twitter and like all that other stuff. That's great, dude. But when you're out here doing it to people, you put a fucking timestamp in a video to look at a girl's tits. My 13-year-old wouldn't do that.
Fucking creep and all. I'm a fucking creep.
Did you apologize to her?
Not yet.
No, because you're going to apologize just to the ones that are very clear, the big ones, and then you can leave all the little ones out. But you have a lot of apologizing to do. It's all here. This isn't some minor thing. This is really bad.
Sounds like.
So what's your plan? Not what you thought about doing and now you're doing. I want to know, like, what's your honest, clear plan?
Apology video. And I would like very much your opinion, specific things I should mention and cop to.
Wow. So you want me to co-write your apology video or somehow co-edit?
No.
Jordan, what do you think you need to apologize
please.
for? Jordan, what do you think? Because you know more than I do. You know shit you've done that maybe hasn't been...
I have a question if you guys know. Is this how Evil Little McNuggets and Slothcat and Blue Boy and Reborn, is this how they look up to at West? Like, does he think he's like some kind of fucking social media guru? Is that why they're always on his nuts? Just wondering. Oh wait, I didn't have to do that.
Been uncovered yet. What do you need to apologize for? Who do you need to apologize to?
He's so annoying. His voice makes me want to fucking hurt myself.
This is humiliating. I want very much to...
Hold on. How humiliating do you think it is for these women? How humiliating do you think it's going to be for Tiffany Lockhart when she once again listens to that video? That Genie video, because I'm sure it's already been downloaded and re-uploaded somewhere else, because that's what they do, Jordan. You didn't take it down Friday night, you waited 2 days. So what do you think she's going to think when she hears that again, and then she goes back and reads your conversation with the catfish? You think you're going to have Tiffany Lockhart's respect?
Cares about that bitch, man.
And then what about all the women who follow Tiffany Lockhart and who don't believe that predators should be able to be within this community? Because that's what they're going to say.
I mean, Little McNuggets...
So it's not about what I think you should include in an apology video. What do you feel?
I bet you Evil Little McNuggets is a big Tiffany fan. She comes off as a huge Tiffany fan. I bet you, what's her name? Tiffany Lockhart is like Little Evil McNuggets, Julia Roberts.
Feel you need to apologize for, because it can't be my truth. It needs to be you. You need to come out and tell them, this is what I did, this is what I've been doing, and this is my plan to never be that person again.
Yeah.
And remember that the community has heard a lot of that shit from Lorne Armstrong too. So if it's something that you're going to talk about and you're not going to, but you might as well just go.
Yeah. I just want to be thorough, and I just wanted to get your opinion on what would make you feel better about me, and at the same time,
it's not about me.
I just feel you have a better clarity. I just feel you have...
It's not about me.
More clarity.
You know what, dude? I've never had to write an apology video for being a predator.
Yeah, oh, yeah, he did. Well, he made like a bunch of videos, didn't he?
But it's not the first time you've been a predator, Jordan. This isn't new for you.
I'm pretty sure he did. He made like 6 videos.
I'm seeing things from where there's a girl on a flying genie costume that she made, and you're like, oh, you're in Boston, we should meet. These people are just trying to show off their art, and you're trying to get pussy.
Yeah, I was, absolutely.
That's not a sensitive artist. That's not a guy who values women. That's not an alpha male. That's a basement dweller sitting around trying to get some pussy any way he can by making weird, leery fucking comments about a girl's tits.
Tits. Getting some pussy and talking about some girl's tits.
It upsets me because I promoted it.
Upsets you.
Because I told people to work with you. But I'm sure
I let you down.
It's not me that you let down. It's the other people. It's those women that you let down. The women that you've been devaluing. That's who you let down. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
You let them down. And now it affects other creators because now when they want to work with someone, everyone's going to be a little more leery because of Joran, who came into the community, had a lot of people back him up and work with him, and then fucked them all over so that he could jack off to Tiffany Lockhart's voice. I mean, even when I brought up the kelp pill video, with all the thumbs down, you're like, well, yeah, I don't see any complaints, though. Are you fucking kidding me? Were the thumbs down not clear enough for you? People didn't like that. That's not what this community is supposed to be about.
Yeah.
What about being accused of human trafficking? That's not what this community is about either.
I'm just coming to grips with my own stupidity.
Serious, man. Those are serious allegations.
I don't know why it took you this long. That's the issue.
It did.
You're a grown man.
Naive.
You're a grown man.
Absolutely right.
And I also find it hard to believe this is the first time that this has been an issue, Jordan. And I think you know what I mean.
Excuse me?
I said, I think you know what I mean. I don't think this is the first time this has been an issue.
I've been sexualizing women way too long. Over-sexualizing them.
Have you been in trouble for it before?
I'm sorry, you broke up.
Have you been in trouble for it before? Because it's going to come out.
No.
Never. Never once. Never one friendship lost. Never one issue at work. Never anything. Everyone's just been receptive to it up until now.
Oh, no. Women have said they're not interested, and I stop.
That sounds so pathetic.
I just don't know what would make you start without knowing they were interested in the first place.
Ooh, this fucking asshole.
I'm a stupid man. I haven't used any kind of self-control.
You treated YouTube like it was a pussy palace. Like you were going to start this channel, and then you were just going to start banging different. I don't know why you would think that. And in all communities to do it, why this one? Mm-hmm. Where there are a lot of women who are damaged, and you were even like, yeah, I read that somewhere before. What I was telling you about, when you were talking about the comment that was written, I heard something about this before. You know why you heard about it before?
Have you guys ever noticed that Wes only picks on women? Or am I the only one that made that observation?
Probably because someone was telling it to you. That there are a lot of women in this community, not just women, people who have been victimized by someone in their lifetime. Why do you think people were so big about helping out Betty? Because they knew Betty? No, because Betty symbolized, for everyone that knows who Betty is, she symbolized someone you know who got ripped off, who got fucked over. So being able to help her out felt really, really good. It's the same thing, Jordan. There are a lot of people in this community who they like making fun of Lorne because it helps them feel better about their own victimization.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
And then you're coming in here and helping.
Same thing.
What else do you have?
I should have just.
It's the same thing.
Just stuck to making videos with better intentions, just to make people laugh, just to make fun of Lorne. I shouldn't have been. The word flirting doesn't even. It's not even strong enough to describe what I was doing.
It was borderline sexual assault. I mean,
God. I have no. You probably won't believe me. I can't believe you don't. But I have no desire to hurt anyone. I've never had a desire to hurt anyone.
Does a desire to hurt? So,
that's what it is.
Okay, hold on. You get in your car. You drink 7 beers and get in your car.
Yeah.
Run a stoplight and kill a family of 4. Did you have a desire to hurt that family?
No.
But you did it, right?
Then yet I would have. Yeah, absolutely.
But you did it. And so maybe you had no desire to hurt Molly and Kelp Hill or Kitty Lockhart or any of the other people.
You know how many times I've heard that analogy? That's not even original. Like, this guy is so fucking stupid. I bet you he's just reading a fucking script right now.
But you did.
Yeah.
Ignorance of what you did is not an excuse.
Excuse.
I agree.
It's not
You're
an
a
excuse.
grown man.
Yeah.
Behave like it.
I will.
Out of here, bitch.
If you want me to look over your apology video script when you write it, I'll look it over.
Oh, look, I said script. No, he said script.
That would mean so much to me.
I've never watched this before.
That's more than I deserve.
That's the best I can offer you right now.
Dude, that's being incredible. That's
so special.
Yeah, that's really doing me a solid.
But I think no matter what, there should be some sort of a apology made individually to some of these women that you know deserve an apology right now.
I am going to start contacting people.
And
Starting with Molly.
And I highly recommend that apology video doesn't drag on. It shouldn't take too long to make because there's stuff being added to this drive, and none of it's good. And you need to get out ahead of this. Like I told you on Friday, get ahead of this.
Yeah. It's going to be released tomorrow. I can probably get the script to you. No, I can't get the script to you tonight.
He's so annoying. I hate that
I'm
sigh.
sorry I put you through this, dude.
Chris Chan does that
It's not
sigh.
about putting me through anything. It's not about putting me through. That's what you need to understand. It's not about putting me through anything. I'm really good at writing people off. I don't honestly trust people in the beginning. It takes a lot for them to earn that. So it's nothing to me. It's what you did to the other people that I know and care about. And that's fucked up.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get to the script right away.
Yeah, get it to me as soon as you can.
Bye.
All right, man, I will.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Oops.
At 3 a.m., roughly 3 hours after the first apology call, Joran contacted Wes Most. He had completed the first draft of his apology. What he wrote was a half-hearted attempt devoid of the actual things he had done. On top of that, he was hiding something big.
What? This game's over already?
Let's listen in as Joran deflects, lies, and still refuses to accept responsibility, and Wes Most makes him do it all over again. The day was July 6, 2020, the time was 3 a.m.
Hey, so, I'm looking at this, and I want to ask you before I have you read it. Would you say that 100% of this is sincere?
Yes.
100, and nothing has been left out.
I could put my hands on a Bible and say I am so sincere, and I want to do my best for this. I don't want anyone to have any doubt.
Pretty sure Lorne put his hand on a Bible in court and said that he was going to tell the truth and never talked about MySpace Molly or any of those other people. I'm not a religious person, so I just want to know though, because it's going to come across in your apology video if there's a lack of sincerity. And just as someone who does have experience with this stuff, I want you to know that people are going to pick it apart. And if there's anything that they find that comes up later that doesn't match or that refutes what you're saying is sincere, then you might as well have done nothing. It'll actually be worse than doing nothing. So before you read it, I just want to make sure that everything here is sincere and you don't feel like anything was left out.
No, I think I get everything.
Okay.
That being said, because I want to be as honest to you as possible, I have flirted with so many women in the community, I would have forgotten at this point.
Well, that should maybe be the first line of your...
That's
a really damn good idea.
That's kind of telling. That's kind of telling, don't you?
That was the stupidest thing I've ever heard another human being say.
I think when you flirted with so many women in a small community in a very short period of time, that you don't even remember who it was.
Let me type that right now.
Did I ever flirt with anybody? Is anybody in this chat room feel like I ever flirted with you? Because I'd like to know if I've been flirting. I don't know. Maybe I could be a big flirt and I don't even know.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did rehearse a few times. because, well, when I say rehearse, I fucking trip over my words.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I mean, there's I rehearse scripts too. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not going to mean it lacks sincerity or not. I just want to make sure before you read anything
Mm-hmm.
that someone later is going to pull up something else and be like, whoa, what about this? I want to make sure that it's sincere. So yeah, go ahead and start the thought, and I'll stop you if I have any questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey everybody, this is the rare serious video for me. It's probably the only one I've ever done. It really needs to be made though. I'm going to read what I wrote because that's the best way for me to organize my thoughts. And really
That's so not even
Please
cool.
bear with me.
Oh,
I
no.
owe everybody an apology, a very big one. It's been brought to my attention recently just how bad my behavior has been, Armand. It's been really, really bad. I've been inappropriate with a lot of people I've called my friends, as well as strangers. More than that, I've been over-sexualizing them, treating them like meat sometimes even. It's a
I like
very
meat.
shitty thing to do. I have no excuses for what I've done. None. I can claim I'm stupid, but guess what? Being stupid doesn't mean your actions don't hurt other people or have repercussions. As they say, ignorance of the law is no excuse. I can say I never meant to hurt anyone, but what do drunk drivers usually say after they hit someone? The same thing. The
No,
outcome
they're
is the
like,
same
oh,
regardless,
fuck.
and it's irrelevant.
See,
That's
I
probably
think
the first thing I say.
and
Shit.
let me stop you because I just did.
Fuck, I'm drunk.
I think in the beginning, maybe you're taking too long with the explanation before actually saying what happened. Because here's the thing. That thing. Who knows how many people have seen that drive in that video at this point? They're not going to want to hear that. They know that you've done something very, very wrong. So instead of 3 paragraphs explaining that, I would just jump right to it. You don't need to paint a picture.
Okay. Okay, well,
I mean, continue now, but I just want you to think like when you reread this, I want you to look at it and see, is all that actually important, or is a lot of it filler? Because people just say what you did.
Okay, yeah, I feel like it was important.
Well, because I'm looking at the script, and then the next thing is, so why did I do it? You're talking about why you did something before you even talk about what you did.
Gotcha.
If you're looking at a recipe, the very first thing on that recipe, if you're looking at like the back of a pack of M&Ms, the very first thing is the thing that's the most of in that recipe. So if it's sugar or whole wheat,
Shut
and with
up,
this,
you
the most
fucking
important thing
lispy
here
fuck.
is what you did, not why you did it, not the pre-setup to the apology. Start with what you did.
How about you
This
just
is
shut
what I
up and
did.
let him talk?
That's what people are going to want to see.
I got you. I thought it was good just because in the second paragraph I go, I've been really inappropriate, I've been over-sexually. I thought that was letting people know right
That's
away.
vague. No, that's vague.
Okay.
It sounds like an excuse for an apology. That a lot of celebrities and the PR. That's vague.
Celebrities, wow.
Oh, dude, I've been doing my damnedest to let my sincerity come through, and I like to be. I think it's long because I like to be real clear. I don't want people to think, oh well, he just shit that out or something. I want people to know that I really thought about this. That's
a 30-second apology that was like, hey, I tried to fuck a kid, and I blamed a lot of people for it, and my life has been ruined because of it, but I'm working hard to try and get that back, and I'm going to therapy and realizing what I did was wrong. That would be something that Lorne could say. That would undo the 12 years of bullshit that he's been spouting. Do you think people would say, God, I wish it was longer?
What?
I got you.
Fluff is what you do when you're trying to make a video longer for monetization, but for this, just get straight to it. The meat and potatoes.
Okay. I'm going to continue now. So why did I do it?
Why did
I
I
had
did
no
it?
good excuse. But actually.
Why did I did it? He says.
I guess you're saying that should go out too, right? The next paragraph.
Why did I did
No,
it?
keep reading. I want to hear it. Then we'll decide.
Okay, great, thanks. So why did I do it? Again, I have no good excuse, but I'd like to tell you what my thought process was.
He was horny.
If this makes someone else realize that they're doing the same things, then it can do some good and help them want to change. In my mind, what I was doing was okay. Oh, I'm just flirting. I'm a flirt. If they ask me to stop, I will. They shouldn't have to ask me to stop, though. What if they were too embarrassed and were worried about how I'd react? I've heard horror stories when a woman politely asks a man to stop and he flips the fuck out.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, you know what? I think my phone cut out. Can you start over at that paragraph? I missed everything. I thought you were getting ready.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, why did I do it? Again, I have no good excuse. But I'd like to tell you what my thought process was. If this makes someone else realize that they're doing the same things, then maybe it can do some good and help them want to change. In my mind, what I was doing was okay. Oh, I'm just flirting. I'm a flirt. If they ask me to stop, I will. They shouldn't have to ask me to stop, though. What if they were too embarrassed and were worried about how I'd react? I've heard horror stories when a woman politely asks a man to stop and he flips the fuck out. I did a lot more than flirting, though. I got real damn sexual. I was objectifying women. How the hell did I justify it? Oh, it's just jokes. I'm a comedian. Yeah, no. There was some of that, and some of the stuff I said was just plain creepy.
So he's a
It's
comedian.
just plain wrong.
I didn't know that.
Period, full stop. Not
he
just
funny?
on YouTube, and this went on for years. I cringed thinking about it.
All right. So here, the part about if it can do some good and help someone else change, I don't think the martyr card is a way to go on this. That's going to get you destroyed. Take that part out. This isn't about you helping someone else change. This is about you realizing what you did and apologizing to people. So helping someone else should not be something that that's some PR shit that's thrown in to make people say, like, if I can change this one person from going out and killing someone while drunk driving or, overdosing on heroin, then I'm going to do it. That's not going to happen. No one's going to, because if you would have saw this video a week ago, you would have thought, God, I'm glad I'm not like that. And then you would have gone
Can you
and talked
shut
about
up, man?
Because that's not talking to you.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, how old are you?
48.
And it took you 48 years to realize this, right? You think a video a week ago would have changed your mind and your way of thinking? I'm sure you've seen countless PSAs about sexual harassment and how to treat people, but you never thought they were talking to you.
Yeah.
And then the other part where you're talking about, yeah, no, there was some of that, and some of that stuff I said was just plain creepy. No, it was all creepy.
You're creepy. Your picture's creepy.
Because as soon as you say one thing, everything else Dr. Maurice Wolin could have saved 100 lives the day he goes out to try and fuck a 12-year-old. None of that matters.
Gotcha.
So I did more than flirting. I don't think there was any flirting. It was all like the LOLs that Lorne would throw out. What color panties and bra? LOL. When are your parents going to leave? LOL. You were testing the waters. And if you would have got a sexual response back from Molly, it wouldn't have been that it was a joke. It would have been...
There's no TH in waters? Oh, yeah, there was. Because he really said it lispy. Waters.
Welcomed.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's, again, sincerity. If it's not sincere, someone like me will tear this fucking thing apart.
Whoops.
Wow. I have to tell you, my instincts are
wrong,
proving wrong and wrong again and again in writing this thing.
Yeah. Well,
everything that I think that is sincere and shows people I'm for real, you're saying is kind of bullshit.
Yeah, well, I mean, that is the saying that you hope one person learns from, that's bullshit. You don't care about that. Right now, your concern is yourself, and that's what your concern should be, not some other guy. Not saying, if you guys hate me and kick me out, but a year from now, I found out that some other guy stopped. That'll make it all worth it. That's not true. That's not what you want. Be sincere.
But it is true.
That's bullshit. Jordan, so you're telling me right now, if they were like, you know what, Jordan, fuck you, go away, fuck your channel, and then a year from now, some guy contacts you like, hey, man, I was about to, point a time code to some girl's butt and say, like, look at her butthole, and I saw your video and it stopped me from doing that. You would be like, you know what, that really warms my heart and makes it all worth it, what I did.
No.
Okay,
no, that's
that's bullshit. Sincere.
Okay. Should I continue?
Yeah.
Okay. In my mind, I created this weird dichotomy. If I'm generally polite and caring, it's okay for me to also get really sexual sometimes. Or, oh, she's my friend. She knows how I am. It's cool. Nope. Wasn't cool at all. Calling yourself a good person doesn't mean you can act like you're a concerned woman and fetishize the same person the next. sometimes in life you get a mirror held up to you in your actions, and you don't like what you see. If you're smart, you look, don't wince, don't look away, but you deal with the sight and decide to do something about it. I'm sure you probably want me to get rid of this paragraph.
What? Hold on.
God, it's so annoying.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, can you start that one over again?
Yeah, this is probably, I'm almost sure you're going to want me to get rid of this, but anyway.
Let me decide that. Yeah, go ahead and read it.
Of course. Sometimes in life you get a mirror held up to you in your actions, and you don't like what you see. If you're smart, you look.
No. I missed the paragraph before that.
Oh, okay. In my mind, I created this weird dichotomy. If I'm generally polite and caring, it's okay for me to also get really sexual sometimes. Or, oh, she's my friend. She knows how I am. It's cool. Nope, wasn't cool at all. Calling yourself a good person doesn't mean you can act like you're concerned 1 minute and fetishize the same person the next.
So are you giving me a lesson, or this isn't? I'm still yet to get to the apology. That whole paragraph is garbage. It doesn't mean anything. It's just more fluff. You're telling me, well, this is what I've learned over these last 24 hours. But I mean, Jordan, let's be honest. You would not have felt this way if none of that stuff was released today.
Oh shit.
So that right there,
you're right.
I would tear that shit apart.
Done. It's done.
Yeah.
All right, so I go directly into the apology right now.
Actually, you know what? Can you read that last one again?
Oh, ideally.
Yeah, just hit Control Z or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty easy.
What the fuck? What do I hit on this thing? Undo. There we go. Let me see. Fuck, I did delete it.
Oh, you know, I actually, it's still on my screen. Wait, isn't it on the screen from where you pasted it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm done.
That's what I'm reading off of.
Okay.
Hey, hold on, I'm getting a call on Skype real quick. Hold on, okay?
Sure.
Hello? No, I don't know if I'm gonna make the video. Well, no, he's working on he's working on something right now, and I'm gonna decide after. No, I have not seen any new edition. Can you send me an email? I'm in the middle of something right now. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Hello?
Hi.
All right. Where were we?
I did. You want me to do the paragraph again? In my mind, I created this
weird
dichotomy.
Please.
Yeah. In my mind, I created this weird dichotomy. If I'm generally polite and caring, it's okay for me to also get sexual, really sexual sometimes. Or,
really sexual.
She's my friend. She knows how I am. It's cool. Nope, wasn't cool at all. Calling yourself a good person doesn't mean you can act like you're concerned 1 minute and fetishize the person the next.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you know, I hear it again, and I still.
I've never heard that word, fetishize.
Okay.
That's a new word to me.
So going directly into the apology itself. Let me see here. I apologize to all the women in the TCAP community. I've flirted with so many women in the community, I can't even remember them all.
What a
I apologize to all women on the internet. I'm sorry for any time my behavior made you uncomfortable, angry, or scared. That's my fuck up, not yours, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it isn't all on me. Your feelings are real, not in your head, and should be validated and acknowledged. I've done projects.
I would take that part out. I don't think you need to tell them that their feelings are valid and real. That would be a really good point, because that would be a really good point to bring up the troll that is not a troll, that people are scared to stream and do things about because they think there's some random person out here trying to take you down. And that sounds like your opening paragraph. I apologize to all women in the TCAP community should be the first line that comes out of your mouth.
Okay.
And not just the women. I don't know if you're familiar with how sexual harassment works, but if you and I work in an office and you're having a sexual conversation with a woman who, for whatever reason, is into it and is going back and forth with you, and I hear it and it makes me uncomfortable, that's harassment too.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, I mean, it's not just women who were offended by what you do. It offends everyone.
Okay.
So I think that the TCAP community as a whole should be apologized to.
All right, I'll change it.
And then,
I hate it
I'm
when
not
he talks
saying
about the
change
TCAP
it, but I apologize to
community.
the TCAP community. And I apologize to all women, specifically all women in the TCAP community. But you need to address the community as a whole. Because like Clobber, and I mean, you brought Clobber, and Clobber's the nicest guy in the world.
Fuck Clobber.
And you brought him into that video with Tiffany too. Like, I'm sure he wouldn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
As much shit as he gives Tiffany, as much shit as I give Tiffany, we both really respect her.
Yeah.
She's a really smart woman and doesn't deserve that.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and let's start with the apologize again.
Okay. I apologize to all the people in the TCAP community. I've flirted with so many women in the community. I can't even remember them all. I apologize to all the women on the internet. I've done projects with some great female content creators, Tiffany Lockhart, Danny G, Kelp Pill, Kennedy, to name a few. These people gave me their time and effort to help my channel and didn't get a cent out of me. They gave much more than what they got, frankly. I apologize to them for any time I treat them disrespectfully. The sketches I did with Kelp Pill and Tiffany were way too sexual, with me having them say very sensual things.
Sensual?
I've taken those videos down now. I apologize to Molly. I went to her video and commented on how nice she was bouncing. I apologize to the great Babsy for the times I made her uncomfortable, trying to get
Hold on.
Okay.
There's things that need to come out here. I've done projects with some great female creators, and you start naming them. It's not the time to name drop. I'll get rid of that. I would get rid of these people.
Oh, you lost me. Hold on a second, please.
I have done projects with some great female content creators, and you start naming them. None of that's important. That's like when
I thought you wanted me to name people.
I want you to name drop the people, Danny G, and I want you to name drop the people who you affected. You're running down a list of people who you worked with.
Gotcha.
That's like when someone says, ask any of my black friends, Ramon, Tyrone, if I'm a racist, and they'll tell you I'm not.
I bet you West Most has
running down a
zero
list
black
of people
friends.
you worked with is completely, that's unimportant. And they gave me much more than I would cut it all the way down to the sketches I did with
even his own family.
And even I've done some projects with some great female creators, like, who cares? Yeah. This is not a bio about Jorn. This should just be the apology and about the apology.
I gotcha.
By now, people will know what you did. Like, it's spreading. So all this other stuff, all this fluff is just going to upset people. It's like when Lorne would sit at that kitchen table and talk about deviled eggs and macaroni and cheese. Which, okay, so all right, so yeah, let's start from the sketches I did.
Okay, the sketches I did with Kelp Pill and Tiffany were way too sexual, with me having them say very sensual things. I've taken the videos down now. I apologize to Molly. I went to her video and commenting on how nice she was bouncing. I apologize to
I think you should be more specific about that. About a video about her bouncing. What does that mean? That's not specific enough. I made a comment about her body bouncing in a video and sexualize her in a very innocent video. Like, it needs to be that specific.
Okay.
I don't know what bouncing means.
Right.
Bouncing means.
The term I use is
I don't know what bouncing means.
Which is creepy as fuck.
That is creepy
bouncing
as fuck.
means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I went to a video and commented on how her breasts were bouncing.
Yeah.
I apologize to the great Babsy for the times I made her uncomfortable trying to get face pics from her. I've been way too sexual on the live streams with people like Rodas, Chew Tootsie, Aerodose, Scarlet Ebony.
What happened to all these people he's talking about? Are they still around?
Women who deserve respect more.
Okay,
I apologize
that right there. You'd have trouble finding a group of women that deserve respect more. Why?
I'm just trying to say how awesome they are.
Do you honestly, in your heart of hearts, feel that those people you just named deserve more respect than nurses on the front line who are fighting coronavirus? So is that sincere?
No, you're absolutely right. All right, let me get rid of that. I apologize to anyone in my streams or anyone else's streams that I made feel dirty or objectified. I apologize for any comments I left on videos where I was overly sexual.
And how about I apologize to anyone who I left out?
Yes.
And know that your pain is no less than anyone that I mentioned, or something along those lines. And you mentioned the videos that you removed. Those are all deleted, right?
Some of them are deleted. Well, dude, I'm just going to put all my cards on there because obviously you're going out of your way to help me. So I deleted everything to do with Tiffany. The stuff that I thought was borderline, like the Journ After Dark and the Sex Tips with Dan, I have on as unlisted right now or private.
And what's the reason? Are you bringing them back later, or what's the reason?
Honestly, with some stuff like Sex Tips with Dan, I don't think that there is anything there that would be offensive to someone, but at the same time, now I'm kind of shell-shocked. I'm not saying, oh, poor me, fuck that, but I'm just kind of like, if I do anything even slightly sensual,
Stupid
is it like, you know what I'm saying?
Have you heard of Typhoid Mary?
Yes.
Okay, what did Typhoid Mary do?
Typhoid Mary?
She contaminated everyone without getting contaminated herself.
She got everyone sick, right? And she was a cook. Would you hire her to cook in your restaurant?
Hell no.
Okay, so do you think that after this situation you should be putting up any sexual videos back up? How do you think that kind of reaction is that going to get? Should Lorne Armstrong start getting catalogs for the 12 to 13-year-old girl bikini lines?
Hell no.
Nah, people aren't going to react to all of that.
Bikini lines?
Well, what is your personal opinion if you heard them on my Sex Tips with Dan? Do you think it's innocent stuff? Do you think it's just like...
Well, I mean, the genie thing sounded innocent until what came out. So you tell me, do you think people are going to have a problem listening to anything you put out that's sexually based after...
I would prefer to keep everything...
After seeing a picture of a 9 or whatever-year-old girl that you're clicking on, do you think you should be putting anything sexual up, Jordan?
No, absolutely not.
And okay, so all the Tiffany stuff is deleted, and some stuff is privated, but you agree that needs to be gone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's keep going.
Okay. Let me see. I haven't just done this on YouTube. I've done it on Instagram, putting some very suggestive comments on pictures of women I found attractive. I'll tell you the one I've quote-unquote flirted with were of legal age, but I hit the like button on girls who are way younger. That disgusts me, and that I've done that. It's repulsive.
So sick.
Some of the women on IG I became friends with or dated.
Stop. But I've hit the like button of girls who are way younger. That disgusts me that I've done that. It's repulsive. As of when? I mean, because you spent a lot of time explaining things prior to that I've had you remove, but as of when did that become repulsive?
When I realized what I did and how that it's viewed, it makes my skin crawl.
Is it something that you would have proudly told someone about before?
No, absolutely not. No.
No, so you wouldn't have told people before that you were liking these pictures.
Absolutely.
So then you knew that it wasn't okay.
Yes.
So, but you're repulsed as of today. They would ask the predators, does anyone else know that you're here today? Why do you think they ask them that? If I'm going to meet some strange broad, I let someone know where I'm going. If you're going to meet some strange broad and you know it's not okay, you don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
So Jordan, you weren't telling people that you were doing that because of what reason?
I'm just a private person.
Jordan. You didn't tell people for what reason.
Just a private person.
Because it's wrong.
So is that a sincere line that it disgusts you that you've done that and it's repulsive?
I'm just a private
What?
person.
Well, no, I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said.
Is it a sincere line that it disgusts you that you've done
Yes.
that and it's repulsive?
Fuck yes. Absolutely.
As of when? Because that would be the first thing I would ask if I tore this video apart in an analysis.
Yeah.
I would open with that line. Because I want to know, when did it become repulsive? When it was pointed out to you? Because you weren't telling people about it. You just admitted you never would have told anyone.
Yeah.
So when did it become so repulsive and now you're disgusted by it? When it was found out by someone?
It's always been repulsive, Wes. It's always been something that I knew was wrong. And
okay, well, now we're getting into another issue, Jordan, because if this is something that you always knew was wrong, and yet you continue to do it, then there's another problem, don't you think?
Yeah.
So, Jordan, you came to a community
Yeah.
built around child predators.
Yes.
You are liking pictures of sexualized little girls in genie costumes. And you're telling me you knew it was wrong, so you wouldn't tell anyone. But now you're repulsed by it after it got found out. Every guy who got busted on Dateline, I'm disgusted by myself. You could shoot me right now.
That is so sick.
I think that line needs to be fixed and maybe elaborated on a little bit more, because skipping over that but giving all the background about these great women of TCAP, that's insincere. You really glossed over that line, and I don't think you can gloss over that line.
What should I say?
That is not for me to decide, Jordan. But I think you need to try again right there, because that is not okay. You're admitting you've hit the like button of girls who are way younger. You knew it was wrong. You knew that it was something that could get you in trouble, and you knew it was something you needed to hide from people.
The thing is, and I don't expect you to believe anything I say at this point, the thing is, in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's all I did, start, finish, was hit a like button. That's it. But of course, with everything that's come out, no one would believe me, and I couldn't blame them for not believing me.
It's all progression, Jordan. How long would it have been until if some 16-year-old, 15-year-old girl hit you up, and it's Halloween, and she's in a genie costume, and she wants to come over and hang out? You know, Lorne didn't start off driving out to Nashville or Bowling Green. He started out chit-chatting and saying hi, and then it becomes normalized, and then one thing progresses to another. So that right there,
that is the worst
one
description
line
of the fucking holy pornography that I've ever heard in my life.
That just glossing over it. There needs to be an explanation, and there needs to be an explanation that you now realize what you did was wrong, but at the time you didn't think it was.
For the Church of God,
and that, because I'm telling you, if you leave it like that, with people seeing what they're seeing in this drive, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And then someone's gonna want it. Yeah, you can't do that.
I gotcha. Okay. Do you want me to continue?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let me see. What was I?
Why does he make bird noises like that?
And then I say something that sounds half of an excuse.
Well, no, Jordan. I just want to hear you read it. I just want to hear you read it. Yeah, let me tell you what how it sounds. I just want to hear you read it.
I just want to hear your voice right now.
Some of the women on Instagram I became friends with or dated, but most of them had to deal with attention from me they did not want.
Okay, so which part of that sentence do you think is unnecessary?
That I became friends and dated with some women.
Do you think that matters?
Not.
Do you at all? Does it matter?
It's extraneous.
It is, and even the having to deal with attention from me they did not want. I mean, that's pretty clear. That's the whole point of this apology. So that's also unnecessary.
So
some told me off. Others suffered in silence. That's important.
Yeah.
So you were told several times that it was inappropriate how you were acting.
Over the years, yeah.
And instead of thinking that it was a Jordan issue, it was their issue. they were uptight, or maybe they were on their period, or whatever excuse you would have made. But like I said earlier, I said, this isn't the first time. And you're like, no, no, no. So you've been told off before. You've been told to fuck off.
Yeah, I have.
And you just bounced right back up and kept going. And how did that work out for you? How did that normally work? And honestly, how did that work out for you?
Honestly, and this will sound like bullshit, but it's just like, well,
50-50.
Some of them like it. Some of them are receptive, so I just move on.
Yeah, but when you think about it, I gotta say something.
Myself, some of them.
And that's your sincere thinking.
But don't forget, the man is 58 years old, and he's still single. So his fucking picking up lines don't fucking work worth shit. Hey. Oh man, my keyboard died. I gotta plug it in. Hold on. See what happens when I try to do commentary.
That was
and you've
exactly
been nothing
what
but
my
sincere.
mind.
You've been nothing but sincere with me up until this point, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure, like that you're being completely, because I would expect that, I want to give you this opportunity. People want me to make a video about it. It's laid out for me, and I don't want to do that. But my channel is built about predator exposure. And if you're being completely sincere with me, then I can, let's continue on. But that line needs to come out. Keep in the part about, being told off in silence, and then mention that's unacceptable. Why is it unacceptable? Why is it unacceptable? Right. Some told me off. Some suffered in silence. Why is that unacceptable?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you. Why is that unacceptable?
Yeah.
Because they're not doing it for my kind of attention. They're not interested in some guy that they don't even know coming on to them.
Why is it unacceptable for you, Jordan? Not why is it unacceptable in a general sense? Because most people don't have to be told not to make toast in the bathtub or not to let their dog shit on a floor and not pick it up.
Yeah.
But some people do. But that's not what this is about. Why was it unacceptable for you that you were told off many times over the years and kept going? That's what this is about. This is not a general statement on the world or the public as a whole, and you're giving a lesson. This is why you're humbled, and you're showing humility. So why was it unacceptable for you? Because you're asking people to forgive you. They know it's unacceptable.
Yeah. Because I made them feel terrible, man. I felt that made them feel angry or sexual or ashamed or whatever the fuck, negativity. I put that negativity on them.
Jordan, why was it unacceptable that you continued to do it over the years? That I'm not asking you to give me that answer right now, but you need to write that down. There needs to be something, just like the line about the kids, there needs to be something there about how you recognize that you were told over the years and still kept going. Why is that unacceptable? What does that do to people? And how did it make you feel?
Where did that come from?
How powerful did you feel when you're behind the keyboard and able to say whatever it is that you wanted to these people and make sexual jokes, innuendos, and advances to people? Because, hey, even if 1 out of 100 replies positively, you're going to miss every shot you don't take, right?
Yeah.
So that needs to be added there. Okay, next, I did the same, and then we'll start from there.
I did the same on DeviantArt, sexualizing left and right, so many times I can't even count. I believe the person who, this is the troll thing, I believe the person who alerted people to my behavior is someone completely separate than the person who's been showing up in live streams pretending to be me. I think the two incidents are completely unrelated.
And then that's it. That's all you talk about. Do you know?
What's that?
Do you know what it's like to try and blow a whistle on someone and that person tells people, this is a fucking troll, don't even pay attention? This person was trying to make a video and release it to show people and got shut down, was told to fuck off.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Until yesterday, I thought it was all the same person. I was choosing to believe it was all the same person. And now I know absolutely it was not.
So do you think that this sentence should be buried? You have people who don't want to stream on their own channels. because they think there's some random troll out here going after people. Eurovision thinks that there's thumbs down on his videos because of this troll.
Meanwhile, it's fucking him and his fucking little posses fucking with the little evil little McNuggets and fucking Cyber Squeak and fucking Slothcat. Fucking bitches.
I believe that's true, though.
Why?
I mean, I've had a number of people in the community say, I had this troll. As soon as I started saying that, mind you, this was like 2 months ago, it's just like, they're like, oh yeah, I had someone too.
Why would it be the same troll? Like, just saying that, oh, I had this troll 2 months ago. That doesn't even make any sense.
2 months ago.
Well, I mean, it's been a...
Jordan,
I've dealt with trolls.
Perfect. But you're wrong. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you. You buried this. You buried this. And this is important because people are afraid. And you need to let people know that and this, I believe that the person who has alerted people to my behavior is someone completely separate than the person who's been showing up in live streams pretend. It's a run-on sentence that means nothing. You need to let people know that some of you right now are afraid because you think there's a troll attacking your site. I brought this on myself.
Yeah.
This person is after me and me alone. Please continue living your lives and doing your thing. Like, this person doesn't want...
What's he talking about? What
They
troll?
mentioned nothing about these other people, Joran.
Okay. So should I not at all mention the fact that there was a separate troll doing very different things?
What was he doing?
Read that line and tell me that it doesn't sound like a confusing fucking mess. If someone wasn't completely aware of what was going on, they wouldn't even know what you were talking about there.
You're right.
The person who was alerted, the person who I called a troll was not a troll. It was, in fact, trying to warn people about my predatory behavior.
Okay.
Spell it out that clearly.
Yeah, okay. I got you.
Let me see. All right, I'm going to delete this and type that out. The person who was alerting people to my...
No, Jordan, I need you to continue on and finish that part later, and then you can send it to me again. Because I got my kid here and stuff, and I'm taking time out to do this with you.
Yeah.
What a great parent.
I appreciate it. I have 2 paragraphs left. Hello?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Oh, okay. I have 2 paragraphs left. You'd have trouble finding a group of women that deserves more respect than the TCAP community. Well, you already said that's wrong.
Yeah, you put that in there twice. And I mean, it's such bullshit.
Okay. Let's see here. I apologize to anyone in my streams or anyone else's streams I made. Wait, did I? Oh, sorry. I just thought I got a little lost. I apologize to anyone in my streams or anyone else's streams that I made feel dirty or objectified. I apologize for any comments I left on videos where I was overly sexual. The old excuses. I was thinking in my little head. Think about that. If ever something you want to be the case. And yeah,
and it was pretty good. Well, I seen his fucking little dick.
Mm-hmm. Correct? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see. Yeah, people don't need to know.
No, I want you to read the whole paragraph.
No, I just completely did. Okay.
Well, you didn't even finish it. I was telling you that one line wasn't. But again, you pasted the whole thing into the chat, Jordan. So read it from the chat.
Let me see. I apologize to anyone in my streams or anyone else's streams that I made feel dirty or objectified. I apologize for any comments I left on videos where I was overly sexual. And then I would take out the rest and go to the last paragraph.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and read the last paragraph.
All right. Thank you all for listening to me. My time on YouTube has been amazing. Made so many good friends, had so much support for me and my general talent.
I made 0 friends on
accepted
YouTube.
with open arms and treated really, really good.
Because they're all fucking
time
garbage.
for me to step up and prove I'm
well,
worthy
except
of
for
that.
some viewers.
I've taken down my videos that were sexual in nature. My stuff going forward will not be sexual.
Nah, I've never
it's
met
not
one
like there's
of
a world of things out there to discuss and make jokes about. I'm going to make sure I'm respectful to all the women I meet on the internet and in person from now on. Thank you for your time. I hope you can forgive me, but if you can't, that's fine. I'm sorry.
Do you believe talking about the support for you and your talent. What?
Well, I just want to show that I'm appreciative for everything that's done.
But you haven't been appreciative. So talking about that, that's not going to be a good. So you're saying everyone reached out to me and was so incredible to me, and I treated them like fuck toys. But now I respect them, and my talent. You're talking about your talent and this love that you have. You're talking about what you've gotten.
Right. Okay, how about if I go from thank you all for listening to me to I've taken down my videos that were sexual in nature. My stuff going forward will not be sexual.
Yeah, read it like that. Read the whole last paragraph like you just said it.
Okay, let me just...
I'm going to copy that and I'm going to start all my videos like that.
Okay. Thank you all for listening to me. I've taken down my videos that were sexual in nature. My stuff going forward will not be sexual. It's not like there's in a world of things out there to discuss and make jokes about.
He said
I'm
sexual
going to make
like
sure I'm
30 times.
respectful to all the women I meet on the internet and in person from now on.
Now that part's important. I want to key in on that part. You're going to be respectful to all women you meet on the internet and in person.
Yeah.
And you can say that with 100% sincerity. If I was looking you in the eye, you would say, I sincerely will be respectful to all women I meet and the current women like Molly or Mini Syllables, Kelp Pill.
Yeah.
And that's sincere.
Yes.
And you're being 100%. Now with the script that I know there's still some things to work on, but with what you've built out, you believe that you've been 100% sincere with me, and this is a sincere apology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'd be lying if I said that I didn't care about those people, even though I did things that were terrible. And that's kind of where I've got myself, where there's one part of me that cares and respects and is real, and there's another part that's a horny fuck.
That's
and
gross.
That's something I need to address in my personal life.
Well, I mean, I haven't talked to Tiffany. I'll be honest, I have not talked to Tiffany about
Fuck
any
Tiffany,
of this.
that bitch.
Okay, and what did you tell her? Like, what did you tell her you were going to be doing?
If I ever talk to that bitch, I'll call her a cunt and a bitch, a slut, piece of shit.
I says it's deleted. The videos, everything I did with her is deleted from YouTube and my hard drive. The sketch, the rehearsal, the behind the scenes, everything is gone.
All of it's gone.
Gone. I don't even have a backup or anything.
So nothing. Okay. So I mean, that'll probably make her feel better to know that that none of that stuff's there. And if you're being sincere, I could tell her that when I do, speak with her whenever that is, because I'm sure that'll make her feel a lot better knowing that that's gone, especially with the admission of the kids and the genie stuff. Like, that's not going to be something she's going to, and you did that. So like, you told her that, and then, so I have one question for you.
Yes.
What is this?
Do you love me? Do you care about me? Oh shit.
Because that was just sent to me as the genie video that's been privated and not deleted.
It says authentication error. Please select a different account.
Is the video privated or deleted, Jordan?
I deleted it. If you give me 1 second, I'll check.
What a dumbass.
It was 100% deleted. I will go in there so I can make absolute fucking sure. Let me say. I'm not taking any half measures here. I'm not screwing around. Okay.
These two remind me of what are those two guys from Dumb and Dumber?
When I go to the video, it's
Harry
this video is
and
private.
Floyd.
Okay,
It's like you're in Harry and Floyd talking.
So I'd have to say that kind of lacks sincerity if that's the case.
Right. No. The stuff that I have privated but not deleted yet has been the Kelp Pill stuff.
Jordan,
Kelp Pill, stop.
I'm looking at I have a channel too. I know the difference between a private video and a deleted video. I'm looking at a screen that says video unavailable. This video is private. That's not what a deleted video would say.
But it's deleted. Hold on, I'm going to go very carefully because I want to take this seriously and not...
How careful there's a delete button. It's not careful. Either you did it or you didn't, Jordan, and I'm giving you a chance right now.
Is this something you're clicking on right now?
Yeah, I'm clicking on it right now. I'm on myself. I was sent the link as we were talking was sent the link and asked, I thought he was deleting these. And if it's something that you're keeping, hold on. If it's something that you're keeping for your own pleasure, even after all this, Jordan, that's not good.
For your own pleasure.
Hold on.
Because that's what I'm saying.
I think that was the funniest thing I've ever heard this piece of shit ever say.
The new one says video. How the fuck can it say video private if it's deleted?
Because that would mean it wasn't deleted.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I will delete everything that shows up as private this second. Because this shit needs to get done.
Jordan, I'm asking you. I'm asking you right now.
Yeah.
Was that video privated?
It's gone.
Jordan.
Deleted. Completely off my computer. Completely off YouTube.
Well, I need you to calm the fuck down.
Okay.
That's not okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to raise my voice.
I'm the last person who should be raising his voice out right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
You direct all that anger at fucking Jordan. Don't yell at me.
Okay. I'm sorry, brother. I really am.
Is this the guy that used to talk about being an alpha male? Because he's a little bitch.
Was the video privated? Because I'm seeing it as privated, and that's not cached.
He fucking sounds like a bitch. He talks like a
far
bitch.
better than you. This was
he
a
looks
fresh
like a bitch.
screen. I changed the IP address just in case.
Just like
and
Wes.
it's coming up as video privated.
This is crazy shit. I deleted it. Let me see if I can at least try to figure out. Okay. So Tiffany contacted me at 10:30.
I'm looking at it right now, Jordan. So
I hear you.
I'm telling you that it's upright, that it says privated right now.
How is that possible? Hold on.
My God.
Okay. Would it help if I changed browsers? I mean,
Jordan, if you're seeing if the video's gone, then it wouldn't matter. You could do it on your phone.
yeah.
The browser's not going to matter.
Yeah.
It says the video
is
is
the frustration of someone who is actually innocent, finally.
Whoops.
And
I'm just failing to find the humor in the situation with everything going on, and you're telling me that you're being sincere and that everything is gone. And
He's
then
being sincere.
I get this while we're on the phone. While you're telling me your sincere statement, I get this.
Sincere.
I will delete my entire channel if you think that's what I need to do.
Jordan, I want you to stop asking me what I think you need to do.
He needs to be
because
sincere.
Again, I don't have expertise in preying on women online to the point where I have to
right.
I don't know what to do. I know what not to do.
He makes like 5 fucking videos about it. That's what you do.
You need to decide what you're going to do. But I'm telling you right now that I'm looking at a video that you said was deleted. I know what a deleted video looks like, and I know what a private video looks like.
Yeah.
They don't accidentally switch between one or another.
And you said it's not cached.
I mean, I'm offended that you would even ask me that.
Be sincere.
I made it
crying.
I know IT far better than you. I know how to create a new screen. I switch my IP. I completely clear the cache in an incognito tab. I'm seeing that this video is private. Now, if I refresh it and then it says that the video is gone, that tells me that now you went and deleted it. But if it stays up that it's private, it tells me that you're just keeping it private for your own personal use.
Oh, boy, I can't win. Is it possible that somebody sent a link to something else that's currently private? Or that Kelso is still up there?
Do you think that I'm a rookie? You don't think I have this link already?
No.
You don't think I have this link already? You don't think all this stuff was sent to me prior to you privating and deleting? I'm telling you that people laid out a blueprint for me to make a video.
Where's my video, bitch?
This is what people do.
Yeah.
They send me a blueprint of everything so I don't have to go and search for it.
I get no fucking video.
Yeah.
Or
that video had already been downloaded and put into a Google Drive. So the Three Wishes video is downloaded and available, but you said that it was deleted, cleared, wiped from your hard drive, and I'm looking at a screen that says it's been privated.
How is that possible? I could send you a screenshot right now of all my content, the back end, everything. I want to do my absolute best to let you know that I'm sincere and that all your time that you've given me has not been a waste. yes, of course I want to save my skin. I'm not going to lie, but you've been going above and beyond much more than I deserve.
Yeah, send me that screenshot. And then you might as well keep working on your script. I'm gonna look into some things on the back end here. I'm getting stuff coming in, so I'm gonna check this stuff out, and then let me know when you're done.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Long story short, he's got shit.
On July 6, 2020, at 11 a.m. Pacific, Joran called Westmost. Joran had some sleep, and more time to reflect on his actions. Was Joran telling the truth about the genie video on YouTube? Would he recognize all of the people he hurt? No, once again Joran would fall short in his apology. He would have to do it yet again. This was the final call before Joran would record his now infamous apology.
We gotta listen to
The
that
date
apology.
was July 6, 2020.
Hello.
Okay.
How you doing?
Good. So
Let's.
so now that you had a night, before we get to the script, you've had a night to kind of reflect on everything and look back. And I want to start off by asking you again: is that video privated or deleted? Because I've looked at a lot. I talked to my ad guy, with the ad sales team, and he got with the YouTube team. He works for YouTube, Google employee, and there are deleted videos and there are privated videos, and there are sometimes times where a video is deleted and it'll show a different screen, but it's never going to show a screen saying that the video's been privated.
Okay.
So right off the bat, that's not going to look good.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
I'll ask again, was the video privated or deleted?
It was deleted. I'm willing to turn on my Skype and you can see my screen itself.
That won't. Was it privated originally?
Yes. It was privated first and then deleted.
Was it privated when you told her you were deleting it, Joran?
I want to answer. I want to remember so I can answer honestly.
I think you just did with the side.
Okay.
I think you just told me that you told her you deleted it, but you really privated it for your own reasons. And that
It
kind
was
of
already privated. Then it was deleted.
Joran,
Yes.
you told her you were deleting it, but it was privated, correct?
Oh shit! I forgot
It was
about
privated
Joran,
before.
Joran.
Yes.
I really don't want to argue semantics with you.
I understand.
This
It's completely deleted, Wes, is what I'm saying.
Listen to what I'm saying. This is a game you won't win. What I'm asking you is, were you telling people that it was deleted, but you had in fact privated it, then later when you went to try and delete it, maybe now it's still showing privated, but at one point you were saying it was deleted, but you had privated, correct?
As soon when she asked me if it was deleted, I deleted it immediately.
Joran,
Yes.
here's the problem. What you're understanding is there's receipts, and what's going to happen is people are going to come forward.
There's receipts.
Well, you told me at this time that it was deleted.
Yeah.
And then if you're saying that you deleted it when you talked to Tiffany Lockhart, well, then that would mean that there would be a timestamp of when you told her that. So if those things don't match up, Jordan, do you understand what I'm saying? If you were telling people earlier in the day that it was deleted, but what you're saying it was actually privated, and then you didn't actually delete it until you spoke with Tiffany, that is a problem.
Okay.
And is that what happened? And I keep asking you, and you're dancing around it, and that kind of tells me the answer. Because it's a very simple question I'm asking you. Were you lying about it being deleted earlier in the day and then deleted it after speaking to Tiffany Lockhart? Yes or no?
you're not going to like my answer.
Which is yes or no.
I don't remember for sure.
It happened yesterday, Jeff Stacy. You have to remember. It was yesterday. You know,
yes,
and I think okay, yes. So the answer is yes. So Jordan, why would you do that? Why? So
I privated everything, and when
no, you were told that it was offensive. You were told that it was that what you had done was basically sexual assault.
Holy shit, sexual assault.
You privated it. Was that so that you can listen to it later, Jordan?
Sexual assault.
I think the size don't lie, and I think what you're saying is yes. Because why else would you have kept it? If someone told you, hey, that video that you downloaded off of off of Pornhub, it's actually a 14-year-old, would you private it or delete it?
Delete.
Okay, but since it was just Tiffany Lockhart and
he makes the stupidest analogies.
How offensive is it? It's a genie. We know what the video was for. And, no amount of excuses are going to make people see it any other way. So the fact that you would private instead of immediately deleting makes kind of the rest of the apology when you're saying, I've realized what I've done and I've learned this and I've learned that. How true is that when you were told that this is offensive?
It's offensive.
Go ahead. So what did you do? You privated. What happened? So tell me kind of the timeline of when you woke up yesterday and then you figured out what was going on and then you started privating. I want to hear that.
Okay, let me check Skype so I can give you a timeline. All right. She contacted me. Let me see here. I'm looking at the message that I sent her at 5 p.m. before she contacted me, where I first.
That's okay. Listen, what I'm saying. The timeline yesterday when you woke up, because we spoke. We had spoken even on 4th of July when I was kind of messaging. You're like, this person's grasping at straws. They got nothing. I'm going to bed. You want to talk about it? Call me. That was kind of your attitude. Yeah. It was pretty cavalier. Like, I don't really want to entertain this anymore. This is bullshit. Yeah. If you want to talk about it, give me a call, but I'm not going to sit here on the phone with you going back and forth. And maybe to you, it made it sound like you've been vindicated, but to me that kind of made me think there was something more, and that's when I looked at the video from what you were calling a troll, because your attitude, you had no interest in watching the video. If someone made a video about me, saying what I called lies, better fucking believe I would watch it, because my intention would be to make a response to it. And your lack of desire to watch it told me that there was something I needed to do.
Did you do a response to 911 bullshit?
You didn't want to address it.
I ran from it like a coward.
That would be funny. I'd like to hear what he says.
I ran from it like a coward, straight up.
And, when all of your content is about
lie when the truth
making fun of cowards and how Lorne is a coward, when faced with the exact same thing, you did the same thing.
How do you justify something?
That's got to be pretty eye-opening to you.
Yeah, it really is.
So take me back. Saturday, 4th of July, America's birthday. You go to bed feeling vindicated. This video had come out. Your friends, quote unquote friends in the community, had chased this person off, had their video removed, and as far as you were concerned, it was done and it was going to be over soon, and you'd be back to TCAPing and doing your thing the next day or Monday, maybe Tuesday. It would all blow over and you'd be back to doing your thing. So Sunday morning, now I know in between Saturday and Sunday, that's when the link and the Google Drive and stuff was sent out. So take me back to yesterday morning when you realized this is wrong, and then what your process was.
Let's see. What time did you contact me at?
It wasn't me when you decided that it was wrong. It had nothing to do with me. Screenshots are going around, Jordan. I know that at some point earlier in the day you decided, okay, well, this is wrong, and I'm asking you what happened, because I know that someone sent something to you. You saw something. You didn't wake up and decide, oh, shit, what have I done? Someone told you, like, hey, there's some stuff out here and it doesn't look good. And it wasn't me, because you'd already decided that when I talked to you.
Who did originally tell me? Must have been someone on Discord.
You know, I've got a little time. If you need to go to Discord and look at it, because that's what I'm curious about, Jordan. I really feel like I'm looking at the apology, I'm listening to you, and there's a disconnect, and that disconnect is going to be it's going to make your video as disingenuous as the Lorne apology. So I need you to go back and figure out when you realize it was wrong, because that's going to be a question that a lot of people are going to ask.
Yeah. I can tell you this. I don't know if this is relevant. So I'd sent the message of apology to Tiffany at 5
PM?
and PM.
Okay, that's
yesterday.
That's nothing to do. I mean, you sent that apology after being talked to by several people, correct?
Well, no. What I'm just trying to timeline between when
you're going back.
the video was
I don't want you
deleted.
to work backwards from the video. Let's not talk about that video for right now, and let's go back, like I keep asking, to when you decided, when you woke up and it was like, oh man, what have I done? Because I know that's not what happened. You were still feeling vindicated when you woke up on July 5th. You were still feeling good. A little shitty because you had been catfished, but you were still feeling pretty good.
I wonder what Wes thought when he found out that I had my hands on that 911 call. He was probably like, oh, shit.
And
I'm trying to figure
something happened. Jordan, something happened. It was one thing. You know, like if bombs started falling on your city right now, you would remember the first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you remember what happened. It was yesterday. Please don't do the delay tactics with me, dude. My kid knows even not to do these with me. They don't work.
I feel sorry for this guy's kid, man.
I don't need to know who the person was, but what happened and what time was it yesterday? Because, Jordan, these receipts are going to come out. If you don't get ahead of this, like I told you Friday night, it's going to turn out much worse. And you didn't listen to me. And it's funny because the one time you did listen to me, you did a stream with Kennedy and made a lot of money. And then you start doing shit on your own. And maybe I really don't know what I'm talking about. And that hasn't quite worked out. Friday night, I gave you the best advice anyone was going to give you regarding this, without even knowing the entire situation. Jordan, get ahead of it.
Yeah.
You didn't listen.
Okay, right.
You credit me for knowing how to deal with trolls, quote-unquote trolls, but then you didn't listen to me.
Let me go back to
because it would have been more embarrassing for you to admit those things. But how much more embarrassing is it now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you remember what happened. It was yesterday. Please don't do the delay tactics with me, dude. My kid knows even not to do these with me. They don't work. I don't need to know who the person was, but what happened and what time was it yesterday? Because, Jordan, these receipts are going to come out. If you don't get ahead of this, like I told you Friday night, it's going to turn out much worse. And you didn't listen to me. And it's funny because the one time you did listen to me, you did a stream with Kennedy and made a lot of money. And then you start doing shit on your own. And maybe I really don't know what I'm talking about. And that hasn't quite worked out. Friday night, I gave you the best advice anyone was going to give you regarding this, without even knowing the entire situation. Jordan, get ahead of it.
Yeah.
You didn't listen.
You're right.
You credit me for knowing how to deal with trolls.
Trolls.
Quote-unquote trolls. But then you didn't listen to me. Because it would have been more embarrassing for you to admit those things. But how much more embarrassing is it now? Because now there's a drive out there. So people aren't waiting for an explanation. They're waiting for you to explain the things that they already see.
Yeah.
So, again, yesterday morning, after you woke up and had your Fruity Pebbles or whatever it is you did,
Yeah.
what was it that happened so that you knew I fucked up?
I'm trying to figure out. I'm going through Discord right now trying to
Jordan,
figure out who first
I just
contacted me.
find it really hard to believe that you're saying that you don't remember what you were told or who it was that contacted you that alerted you to, like, hey, this is much worse than you let on to.
With my memory, especially when I'm in panic mode, everything becomes a blur. That's me personally.
Look, I have a lot of
It's
experience
maybe
with
very
crisis
different than
mode.
you, but I am.
But you've had all morning. You had all yesterday. And you're going to tell me you don't remember the first message that said, like, hey, this is more fucked up than you said it was.
I've been concentrating on nothing other than the apology.
Okay, all right, go back to your Discord. I'm going to wait. Go back to your Discord and find the message because it'll be there. So.
Sure.
Whoopsie daisy. Huh?
Okay, you contacted me yesterday at 1:24 a.m. with Jordan gets Tiffany Dack out of sexual fantasy.
What?
And then
I contacted you at 1:24 a.m.
my time.
Yesterday.
That's what it says yesterday. And then you mentioned at 6:37 p.m.
Hold on. I contacted you at 1:24 in the morning. Where?
Skype.
And I said at 1:24 a.m. What?
Huh? You sent me the link from Mac and Cheese saying Jordan gets Tiffany Dack out of sexual fantasy.
Oh, it was not the link. It was a screenshot, correct?
Yes.
And you said what?
And then I said very cavalierly, this person is grasping at straws. I did that sketch months ago. And I said,
I can't hear you. What was that?
Oh. So I said very cavalierly that this person was grasping at straws. The sketch has been up for months now.
You kind of blew it off, right? And then you went to bed.
Very much so.
There was you weren't concerned. There was no concern. I could tell.
Absolutely. And then yesterday you said at 6:37 there have been people more supportive of you. That ends today.
No, there have been a few people. But okay, dude, I'm asking you about the morning. Because by the time I know, Jordan, I keep reminding you, screenshots are floating around. I know you were contacted earlier in the day, Jordan.
Yeah.
You said it was in your Discord, and now you're telling me about what's in your Skype. I need you to stop hiding it. You're telling me what happened at 1:37 a.m. and then at 6:37 p.m. Jordan, do better. I know.
God, this guy's so pathetic.
You don't need to remember what's written in your Discord.
Both of them.
I know. I'm searching now through messages I got yesterday.
How many messages was it a lot of people real supportive of you telling you that this was just a troll and just to let it go?
Yeah, there was some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I woke up around 1 p.m., so it should be sometime around there or later. I see fucking nothing. I talked to about 5 people. Let me check.
Jordan, okay, so then I need you to tell me that, because I don't know. I guess you want the receipt to come out first, and then you can admit to it later. What happened yesterday, Jordan, when you suddenly realized that everything that you'd been told from the night of the 3rd, and then all of a sudden on the 5th, you decided, okay, yeah, this was wrong. What happened? No, John, I'm asking you, what do you need to see? You don't remember yesterday at what point you had this come to Jesus moment, and now you realize that everything was wrong. Everything that you had done was wrong. It just a light went off. You didn't talk to anyone?
Let me see.
Holy fuck.
Dude, I have a shitty memory.
I'm going to remind you.
That's
I'm going to remind you again. If you raise your voice at me, this is not going to end well for you. You'll notice how calm and measured I am.
What's he gonna do?
You are. I apologize.
Pull out the list.
That is your last warning. Do not raise your
Oh
voice.
my, that's warning.
My personal frustration level.
What's he gonna do?
Your
Send the
personal
trolls?
frustration level is with you.
Yeah.
It's not a reflection, and it's not a reflection of
Shut
me.
the fuck
And
up.
the only person trying to help you in that right now is me. So if you want that to end and you want me to just go ahead and make the video and I'll just tell the story my way,
Make
we
the
can do
video.
that. Yell at me again.
Fucking bitch.
Oh, did you hang up on me?
No, I thought you disconnected me.
I didn't disconnect you.
Okay.
I don't do that. I don't play games. I don't yell. I don't scream. I don't hang up on people. I don't do that shit. I'm a man.
Great.
I handle things like a man.
I appreciate that.
That's funny.
I know Mini Syllables reached out to me yesterday, and she said she would like to do an interview with me.
Okay, what time was that?
Okay, let me see. We are looking at 1:04 p.m. and I had just gotten up.
Why would it take you so long to find something that happened at 1:04 when you said yourself you woke up at 1 o'clock?
Holy shit, 1 o'clock?
Because I was going through Discord and this was Skype.
Who wakes up at 1 o'clock?
Okay, and what did you and because I didn't know about this. What did you and Mini Syllables discuss?
Yeah, I was going to mention this to you today and get your opinion. She said maybe you should do a
You
response
sounded like a woman
video.
right there.
She says I was thinking about that, and she said she would like to ask me and interview me, and I said, okay, I would think about it, and she says I will be unbiased, and we could do it privately, and if you feel comfortable, I can put it on my channel.
What are your thoughts on that?
Your thoughts?
I think it's a good idea. She seems to me to be someone who would be unbiased. She says, oh, I definitely have feelings, but this way you could get your thoughts out there. I told her the apology video was my priority, but I was definitely considering it. I absolutely wanted to run it by you before I did any sort of interview, because you have a much clearer head by far than I do.
That's
well,
his daddy.
In my opinion, I think it's a good idea. I think you should come ready to be much more truthful than you've been with me when we started talking about everything. And no, I think it's a really good idea, and it also gives you a chance to apologize to Mini Syllables right there during your interview, because I've heard you say things to and about her before.
Yeah.
And doesn't she have daughters who are also a part of the community?
I don't know. I do know she has daughters.
Pretty sure her daughters have been a part of the community and have been on things. And just imagine her daughters listening to some of the things that you said about their mom.
Shit. May I ask you a question for your opinion?
Yeah.
Okay. This may not be relevant at all, but because I am serious, very serious about getting my head together. Today I called my insurance company and I got a list of referrals for mental health practitioners. I need help. I think I have a lot of things related to women in relationships that needs to get straightened out. And obviously, you know what they say, the result of your best thinking brought you where you are now. And I don't want to be where I'm at now. Mm-hmm. And it's something that personally scares me. I did have meetings with like a shrink almost 20 years ago. It was helpful. But one thing I never discussed was issues with women in relationships. And I think that's way past due. And I'm not running anymore.
I mean, I think
I'm
it's
not
a good
running
idea, but I
anymore.
think you'd be doing a disservice if you didn't also mention the children. That because
I am going to discuss everything with them.
Yeah. And
Everything.
you know, I did look at the apology, and I know that's something that you brought up about the getting some, you know, mental help, and I'm sure people will applaud that, but how many times has that been promised before?
Yeah, well, of course, you were thinking the same thing I did was, you know, Lorne Armstrong going, oh, maybe I need to get some help. But
What was that line?
I've already called. Oh, I said, you're probably thinking, what?
No,
The
what's
famous Lorne going, excuse me?
Yeah, well, yeah, I was saying, what was the line? I'm not familiar with it.
I believe when Chris Hansen says, what should you do? He says, maybe I need to get some help and get off the internet.
Oh, okay.
And my thought process was, so I actually called, got some names, left a couple messages. It's COVID, so they'll probably be distant, but that makes no difference at all. And I want to start doing this ASAP. Because to me, it's not enough to say, oh, I can do better. No, I want to fucking prove that this is a priority.
Be serious.
Yeah, I mean that's let's discuss that during. But I really want to know about this day yesterday and when it was determined, when you decided that what you had done was this horrible, you know, awful, no good, very bad thing.
Yeah. So I woke up at 1. I sent a message to Tiffany at 5.
Okay, that was 4 hours later.
Yeah, and so I'm getting closer to actually pinpointing. Okay.
Fuck.
Because what it seems like to me, Jorn, is that things became awful as they were brought to your attention. I don't think the children thing ever would have been brought up until I sent you that and let you know that I had seen it. And with your genie fetish and everything else, that's unacceptable. And then you were like, you're right, that's unacceptable. I'm disgusted by it.
Yeah.
How genuine is that?
I did.
So you talked to many syllables and probably no. Go ahead and say what you were going to say. You did what?
I've done a lot of reflection.
Okay, I'll stop there. This guy's pissing me off. I'm gonna go do something else more productive than listen to this guy's voice. Thanks for coming. Bye.